All right, let's talk about something that hits every single business owner right where it hurts: payment fees. Today, we're going to show you how you can slash those fees by up to 83%, get your money the second you make a sale, and even open up brand new ways to sell. Let's dive in.
So, I want to kick things off with a question that, might sting a little bit. When you look at your statements and you see that 2, maybe 3% fee skimmed off every single sale, what is that really? It feels like you're paying a tax just to get paid your own money. The big question is, does it have to be this way?
To really get why the new way is so much better, we first have to pull back the curtain on the old way. The problem is, the traditional card system is it's bloated. It's built with all these layers of middlemen, and every single one of them takes a slice of your revenue before it ever gets to you. It's way more complicated and way more expensive than it needs to be. And this right here, this shows you exactly what I'm talking about. When a customer uses their card, that money goes on a surprisingly long trip. It doesn't just go from them to you. Oh no. First, the payment processor takes a bite. Then the card network, like Visa or MasterCard, they take their cut. Then the customer's bank takes a fee, and only after all that, maybe 2 or 3 days later, does the leftover cash finally land in your account. That delay is a huge deal. They say cash flow is the lifeblood of a small business, and it is absolutely true. Waiting 2 or 3 days for money you've already earned, that can mess everything up. With the technology we have today, that kind of delay it's completely unnecessary. Your money should move in seconds, not days. Okay, so that's the problem, the old, clunky, expensive way. So what's the fix? Well, what if we could just bypass that entire complicated journey? What if money could go straight from your customer's bank account to yours, with nobody else getting in the middle? Well, that's exactly what account-to-account payments, or A2A, are all about.
It really is as simple as it sounds. Think of an A to A payment as a direct digital handshake between 2 bank accounts. And because you're taking all those payment processors and card networks out of the picture, you get rid of all those extra fees and all those frustrating delays they cause.
And look at how clean this is. Your customer just scans a QR code or clicks a link. That simple action authorizes a direct transfer from their bank to yours, and boom, the money is in your account instantly. Remember that messy 5-step journey? This is the replacement. Just 3 simple steps. It's direct, it's simple, and it's immediate. All right, so the theory sounds great, right? Simple, direct, faster. But let's get down to brass tacks. What does this actually mean for your business's bank account? Let's look at the real bottom line impact. This is the big one. This is the number that should make you sit up and pay attention. By cutting out all those middlemen, businesses are seeing savings of up to 83% on their processing fees. That's a transformative amount of money that goes straight back into your pocket. Let's put some real numbers to this to make it sink in. Let's say your business does about 50,000 euros in sales in a month. With the old card networks, you could easily be paying around 1,450 euros in fees. With an A2A provider like Payware, that fee plummets to just 250 euros. That's a saving of 1,200 euros every single month. Just think about what you could do with that extra cash. And the savings aren't just about that main transaction fee. Look at this breakdown. The annoying little fixed fee they tack onto every transaction? Gone. Zero. Settlement time? We're talking instant versus days. And this one's huge. Chargeback risk. Because the customer approves the payment directly from their own secure banking app, that risk pretty much vanishes. Oh, and you can finally ditch that expensive hardware. Okay, but saving money is only half the story. This is where things get really, really cool. This technology doesn't just save you money, it actually helps you make more money by completely changing how and where you can make a sale. You're no longer tied to a physical card terminal. So instead of being stuck with just one way to take a payment, the old card swipe, you suddenly have this whole new toolkit at your disposal. We're talking QR codes, payment links, tap to pay, even text messages. Each one is a different tool for a different job, giving you some incredible flexibility. Just imagine this for a second. You fire off an invoice in an email. Instead of your customer having to dig out their wallet and punch in 16 digits, they just click a payment link, approve it in their banking app, and poof, you're paid. Or what about social media? You post a new product, you drop a payment link right in the post, and people can buy it with one click. It's seamless. And this is just as powerful in the physical world. You're at a busy restaurant? A customer can just scan a QR code on the table to pay their bill. No more waiting around.
You can even put a QR code on a flyer, a poster, even a billboard, and turn your advertising into a direct point of sale. Basically, any surface can become your checkout. And let's talk about my favorite part. No more expensive, clunky hardware. You know what I'm talking about. Those card terminals that cost a fortune and always seem to act up at the worst possible moment? Yeah, you can say goodbye to all that. With a built-in web point of sale, your phone, the device that's already in your pocket, becomes your new terminal. Okay, so I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds amazing, but it must be a huge pain to set up, right? And probably expensive? Well, actually, no. It's pretty much the complete opposite. Getting started is designed to be as easy and as risk-free as possible. And here it is. This is probably the best part. You can get started for 0. Zilch. The basic plan gets you everything we've been talking about. All 7 payment methods, that instant settlement, a dashboard to track everything, and it's totally free as long as your business processes over €1,000 a month. There's literally no barrier to trying it out. So we've kind of come full circle. We started with this idea of that hidden tax on your revenue, and we've seen how you can basically get rid of it. So the real question, the one I want to leave you with, is what would you do with that? With instant access to your cash and drastically lower fees, how would you reinvest in your business? It's a powerful thought. Thanks for joining me.